Why Not? A queer podcast.
Thank you to our sponsor, Pineapple Healthcare, an award-winning primary care clinic right here in Orlando.
Pineapple Healthcare offers mental health counseling, HIV, STI testing and treatment, and specializes in care for the LGBTQ plus community.
Open Monday through Saturday. Call today at 407-553-6336 and schedule your appointment.
Pineapple Healthcare. Better together.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rick Todd.
And I'm Jeremy Williams, and you're listening to Wine,
Why Not? A queer podcast.
episode 170.
Episode 170. Oh, my. That's
Quite a few
That's
under
a
our
lot.
belts.
That's a lot of
And-
hours of us just bullshitting.
I know. And ironically, 170 in, and every week we still have trouble getting started.
I know. Took
You
24
think we'd have
minutes
this
to get
down by
this
now.
going.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We got it going, though.
Hey, we had a good steady stream. The problem is
Yeah.
I got a new laptop, and I think that maybe I even splurged a little bit. I didn't go for like the cheapest one. I got like the next level one, thinking,
Yeah.
"Oh, this will be great." But you know, you may not be aware of this. Those who purchase laptops, you need to like look up what the actual USB ports do and make sure that they can accommodate what you want them to do. And so I don't think that these USB ports are do the right kind of data transformation for this sort of high tech equipment that we got running. And yeah, I'm going with
Yeah.
that.
I will say something else to keep in mind is make sure it has USB ports, because there's a lot of laptops coming out that have like one or none. They don't come with disc readers anymore or headphone jacks. It's like, you know, it's
Yeah.
so obnoxious.
What am I supposed to do with all my floppy drives?
Yeah. What if I want to watch a 2003 version of Spider-Man 2 while I am doing my podcasting? I don't have anywhere to stick the disc. Anyway, yeah, because like a few years ago, like the big thing was like when you were looking up laptops, you look up gaming laptops, specifically laptops designed for gaming. I wonder if you did a Google search if they have specific laptops that are designed for optimal podcasting. Like,
Oh.
what is a good podcasting laptop? And then Google will be like, not the one you're using, sir. Take it back.
I wonder if AI is advanced enough that I could just go to like ChatGPT and say, are the USB ports on my laptop, right for this? I would say like it's good for shit like that. If you want to ask it facts, no.
Yeah.
But if you want to ask it opinions, it's good for that.
Yeah. That's what we need is artificial opinions along with the stupid organic ones we have in this world.
Well, AI will start doing its own podcast, and all it will be is
Yeah.
its opinions on human shit.
Yeah. He'll be like, I'm not saying these things. I'm just hearing them. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
And AI, would AI have to like adhere to like, the same laws that we would, like defamation and shit like that? AI's like, hey, I'm not
Yeah.
human. I can say whatever I want.
Who you gonna sue? You know who you gonna sue? Who is it? Kevin O'Leary? Is that his name? He's building like a huge AI data processing center in Utah, and the Utahnians are pissed.
Doesn't it take up a lot of energy to do something like
Yeah.
that?
It's using, I don't know what the 9 indicates, so I'll just use gigawatts in place of what I don't know anything about energy, but it's using 9 gigawatts. The entire state uses 4 gigawatts for all of its electricity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Isn't that nuts?
In this economy?
Right?
Come on.
Anyway,
Cut
sorry to
it
you,
out.
Utah. Sorry to you, Utah. I see that was a nice throwback right there. Dave Coulier right
Tell
there.
me you're over 50 without telling me you're over 50. Hey, while we're on the subject, which
yeah.
we're not, New York shirt or Florida shirt?
Hold on.
I want you to know I don't care what your answer is. It's going to New York. Do you need a close-up of it?
No, my vision is not good. So, I mean, you do what you want to do, but
Was there an
at this
earthquake?
point, I'm pretty sure you only own Florida shirts.
No, I mean, I'm not going to wear like a solid gray shirt and say, do you think I should bring this? I mean, that's a given. These are the
Right.
questionable ones. That's the only ones I'm wearing. Anyway,
I think
no,
if it's
let's go.
questionable, you know the answer to it. It's fine, I guess.
It's coming with me.
Hey, you
I have
do
two similar to this, and one of them's coming, and one of them is not.
you. I had a dirty joke there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
170, huh?
170.
Look
So
at us.
I found out. I know this is going to surprise you all. I found a couple of facts about the number 170. Would you like to hear them?
Really, just out of nowhere,
Just
randomly.
out of nowhere. I was bored, waiting to start the podcast, and I said,
Like,
"Let me Google."
what would be a nice thing for us to do that's different? Let's talk about the number.
So here's the first thing I found. So you're a fan of Superman, yeah? You saw the new movie last
I
year?
am a big fan of Superman.
All right.
I had
Superman.
the underoos. I've got the
Nice. The
tattoo.
cape. You've got
Have
a
I shown this
tattoo.
to everybody? I've got the Superman
Okay,
tattoo.
calm down. It's not that kind of podcast. Put your Florida shirt back on.
I've got my kryptonite.
Ew. All right, so Superman 170 was released in 1964. The title of the comic book is If Lex Luthor Were Superman's Father. Now, back in the day when they did comic books, you would get two stories in the comic book. So they weren't like these sprawling epics over like 40 issues. You would get two little short stories. The first one was If Lex Luthor Were Superman's Father, and it tells the story of how Lex Luthor traveled back in time to Krypton to seduce Superman's mother so he could become Superman's father. Now, I know comic books get racy, but that for 1964 seems a little too racy.
Also, like if you're hell bent on destroying Superman, just kill his mom. You don't have
Well,
to
I think
fuck her.
he really
Just kill
wanted
her.
to like. Okay, let me ask you. Well, hypothetically, I'm not going to use anybody's mom as as an example, but hypothetically, you have an enemy out there. What's going to piss you off more? That he killed your mom, or that he fucked your mom?
Well, but then he's your dad. So at that point, what does it matter? And you can't hear Caitlin, but she did ask a very smart question. She's
What
like,
was that?
"Well, at that point, is he even Superman? So you didn't destroy Superman's life; you destroyed someone else's."
Excellent question. I feel like we do a whole podcast on the issues tied around
Let's
this,
do it.
but
Let's do it.
we don't have time, so we're going to move on. The thing that I found most interesting about this is the second story is called Superman's Mission for President Kennedy, and it is the story of how President John F. Kennedy gets the help of Superman to help inspire American youth to get physically fit. That's a nice story, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
Michelle
you
Obama
hear,
tried that.
if you hear what I said earlier, the comic was released in 1964. The reason is this story was supposed to be in a few months earlier, but was postponed because Kennedy was assassinated, and they thought it would be in poor taste a week later to write a story of President Kennedy interacting with Superman after he had died. So instead, they waited 1 month and ran the story.
I
Isn't
mean,
that crazy? That's enough time to get over it, right?
Here's one way to stay healthy, kids.
Don't go to Dallas.
Don't go to Dallas. And don't read books.
So that for Superman fans, he could have stopped the assassination apparently because it's in the same universe. Why he didn't? Ask Superman. Probably he was too busy getting Lex Luthor off his mom.
Have you ever seen the movie Shooter? This
No.
is a tangent, but whatever. I'm drinking energy drinks. You haven't seen it with Mark
Slow
Wahlberg?
down there. I am familiar with the movie, but much like most Mark Wahlberg movies, I did not see it.
I have seen an unfortunate amount of Mark Wahlberg movies.
You know what my favorite Mark Wahlberg movie is? And this is being sarcastic. The Transformer movie he was in, where the boyfriend of his daughter printed out the law for the state they're in to prove that it was okay that he could be fucking his underage daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Real good movie there,
Good
buddy.
movie, Michael Bay and Mark Wahlberg. Saddest part is I think Anthony Hopkins is in. He's in one of those. Like, you
Do you know
really
what-
need the paycheck that bad?
Do you know what I discovered oddly recently?
What?
I'm not a big fan of Matt Damon.
What?
Yeah, you know what it is? I don't think his upper lip moves when he talks.
Wow.
I think he talk, and then he always has this look on his face. It's weird. Do you know what I'm talking about? Caitlin's with
You know
me
what's
on
even
this.
weirder is the timing on this. That you just talked about how you enjoy Mark Wahlberg films, and then you're like, problematic guy, but I like him. This Matt Damon, who cares about humans and women, fuck that guy.
I mean, I don't know enough about him to talk about.
He's
him
a good
personally.
man.
It's
He
just-
is a good man.
I remember the look on his face in School Ties, and it's the same look he had on his face on Saturday Night Live. Do you know what Jen said? It's his face. What do you want him to do? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think he can.
You know
He's
what?
The male Laura Dern.
Here is a nice little segue.
Oh,
I
wait,
just
wait, wait,
recently
wait.
learned in. Really quick. I just learned where the lip flip is. That could fix
Oh.
his face.
What's that?
It's where they inject Botox into your upper lip to plump it up so that you have an upper lip. Because I guess a lot of people don't have an upper lip.
So it'll move.
Do you want him to have a
anyway.
lip or do you want it to move?
I want it to move. He's got one. It's just when he talks, it just sticks to his.
Anyway, finish your thought.
I think it happens to me when I get mad and I get angry. My lip just kind of. Anyway, Mark, he's in this movie called Shooter.
Yeah.
And he's trying to find out, like, he's getting pinned for shooting this Archduke, not Ferdinand, because that was a long time ago. And
course.
he is trying to prove that he didn't do it. And he's talking to this guy, this old timer, and he's like, "Do you have any idea who this might be?" And he's like, "Hey, if it's this dude, you better get to him fast because they're gonna kill him." And they're like, "Why would they kill him?" And they're like, "They tie up loose ends, just like the Kennedy assassination." And then he said, "Those guys from the grassy knoll, they're buried in the desert." And somebody's like, "Oh, and you know this for a fact?" And he goes, "I still got the shovel." And I thought, well, that was a pretty dramatic way of
Interesting.
saying you killed them. Anyway, that
Interesting.
ties back into your Superman.
Are you
Kennedy thing,
sure?
That's all I'm saying.
Are you sure that Mark Wahlberg didn't shoot Archduke Ferdinand?
I'm not.
Maybe he went back in time and fucked his mom and then shot him. Anyway, see, we did that full
This is
circle.
like-
That was nice.
This is our Mother's Day episode, if you can't
Oh,
tell.
Happy Mother's Day, moms. May
Happy
Mark Wahlberg
Mother's
and
Day.
or Lex Luthor not go back in time and try to fuck you.
Happy Mother's Day to all of you
170. Oh, here's another interesting fact about 170 that you might enjoy. Songs written at 170 beats per minute are said to be the ideal beat to listen to when running because the tempo is a good running cadence.
Huh.
So I wrote down a couple of 170 beat per minute songs. I'm Still Standing by Elton John.
Oh,
Footloose.
That's a catchy one.
Yep. Footloose by Kenny Loggins.
That's also catchy.
Bye 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 by NSYNC.
That's not
See,
so
it's-
catchy.
Oh, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? That is very catchy. You should have
Oh,
waited
I'm
for the
sorry.
last one.
The guy who doesn't like Matt Damon's face doesn't like Bye Bye Bye.
You're just chalking up enemies this entire podcast.
I
We're
know.
only 5 minutes in.
I can't wait. Yeah, come at me, bro.
And then the final one, Bad Blood by Taylor Swift. All of these, couple of
Oh,
songs at
God.
170 beats per minute. If you don't like those songs, which it sounds like you don't, you can go to Spotify or YouTube Music or any music streamer. They have actual playlists devoted to 170 beats per minute. So in case you want to go for a run, they've got a playlist all set for you.
When you were getting ready to say that, and you were slowly saying, "You'll like this 170 beats per minute," I was like, please be yacht rock. Please be yacht rock. And it wasn't. It was running, and I don't run. I did
Yeah.
have a long conversation about Taylor Swift's music over the weekend.
Cool.
And
With
by
who?
long, I meant 90 seconds. I'm not going to tell you what it was about. Nobody needs that
Hey.
kind of hate.
They didn't like it?
No. We're talking about what a great, artist.
How
like
awesome
and,
she is.
and what a great yes to all the Swifties out there. She is lovely. Just like how commercially and artistically she's become this great success.
Yeah.
But how I don't necessarily like all of the songs.
Sure. I mean, nobody's going to like all the songs that a person
Nobody's
puts
Air
out.
Supply, except Air Supply.
Oh, Jesus, if I have to hear that fucking band one more time.
Oh, you're going to, because guess what? They're coming to Dr. Phil's Performing Arts Center in November, and I was serious debate Jen and I were having. Do I come to Orlando to see Air Supply, or do I come to Orlando to spend Thanksgiving with my family? I'm coming to see Air Supply.
Who knows? We might luck out, and maybe they'll die between then and now, and then you won't be able to go to the concert.
I don't know why you decided
Moving
to be so
on.
hateful today. Well, till next week, the cork is back in the bottle.
Staying with the entertainment, several notable movies that are 170 minutes long. Michael Mann's crime epic Heat, which is a good movie.
Good one.
Saving Private Ryan comes in at 170 minutes. And the 1983 classic Scarface clocks in at 170 minutes.
Do you know what that movie needs?
More cowbell?
More 8 balls.
Uh,
More cocaine.
Does it? I don't know. I feel like Scarface has enough cocaine. I feel like Saving Private Ryan could use a little more cocaine.
Saving Private Ryan comes up. It's going to come up later in a conversation that we're going to have. It's exciting.
Jesus,
Remember that.
You just
Bank
linking. Your entire week was based off of all of my fun facts.
Yeah. I texted Chris earlier and I said, send me a picture of all of Jeremy's facts so that I can tie them to other shit.
That was smart. That was wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
As Matt Damon
How do you like
would
them
say.
apples? Maybe that's why. I don't like that saying. How do you like them apples?
Really?
You know what? I don't like them apples. And I don't think the guy that he said that to liked them either.
Well, just in case he's listening, I love Matt Damon. I respect Matt Damon. And if Matt Damon would like to be friends with me, I will gladly be friends with Matt Damon.
Okay, Matt Damon, since you're listening and now you're like, who the fuck is this guy? And now I got my husband defending me and blah, blah, blah. I just want you to know that every time one of your movies comes on TV, I watch it. From whatever point it is to the end of it.
Wait a minute.
I love School Ties. I've watched The Martian like 1,000 times.
Okay.
Somebody's making a Martian movie.
Yeah. Did you just call me Matt Damon's husband?
I did. Yeah, you're welcome.
God.
See?
Thank you.
After
Oh my
that
God.
nasty shit you said about Air Supply, I said something real nice.
Oh, please. They'll get over it. The funny thing is, Air Supply is more likely to be listening to this podcast than Matt Damon.
They're too nice.
If
to
they
listen
are,
to this.
hey, Air Supply. I know there's two of you, but I don't know which one is which or what your names are. All right, last 170 fact I got, and it's for Caitlin, as everything in this world is. It's all for Caitlin. Chinchou, which is a fish-like Pokemon with 2 light bulb antennae. The antennae come in handy because it lives deep in the ocean depths beyond the reach of sunlight. It flashes lights on its antenna to communicate with others of its kind. And there you go. Caitlin's flashing a photo. And I'm realizing
Chinchou.
only me and Rick can see it. So if you all can Google it, or maybe Caitlin will throw it up on the
that's
socials
right.
or whatnot.
Caitlin doesn't show up in the video.
Yeah, so she always shows us the picture of the Pokemon, but the listeners never get to see it. So maybe she can throw it up on socials. But it looks like a little anglerfish, but with 2 light bulbs. Chinchou. Chow. It's Chinese, Caitlin. I just realized this is also a one-sided conversation.
I'm going to leave for a minute. And
Are
come
you
back.
sure? No, legit, it sounds Chinese.
Well, when you say it.
What? Oh, when you say the word, it sounds Chinese.
when you
Just
say
don't say it.
Chinchou, it sounds. But if it's Chinchou, it doesn't sound that way.
What do you mean?
Anyway.
Chinchou is just the past tense of Chinchou.
Okay. Not.
What do you mean?
So I guess just like Congress, you have abandoned the Epstein files. Is that what I'm seeing?
Oh, yeah, apparently. You know what? If no one else is going to talk about it, I am exhausted.
Ever since the war in Iran, I just can't bring it up.
There is only so much I can tell you that he's a fucking pedophile and nobody does anything about it. I give up. I give up. Maybe the hantavirus will take us all out.
Hey, do you
and
know
then none
what
of us can go to the concert in November.
Do you know
Anyway.
do you know what a manga book is? Is that it? Is it
Manga?
manga? Do you know what a manga
Yeah.
book is?
I do know what a manga is.
It's a comic or graphic novel originating from Japan. Did you
Mhm.
know that The Climber is 170 chapters?
I didn't. I don't even know what the Climber is.
It's this it's this mind-blowing manga book, according to this one reviewer. Apparently, the author was writing it, and after chapter 30 or so, he decided to stop writing it, and the illustrator was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pick this up," and it went from being a sports book about a climber, like a rock climber, into like an inspirational tale of overcoming obstacles in life. Isn't
Yeah.
that fun?
Yeah.
Have you ever?
Oh
Listen,
God. Listen, Linda. I want
you
to
gotta
say
give me
something.
something.
I know. I want to say something, but it's going to be very controversial. Not
I
really
don't-
controversial.
I don't know
But
if you should.
It's just
Go.
kind of funny. I'm going to
Just
say it
mark
anyway.
this down. 20 minutes and,
And then,
47 seconds when we have to.
But I
edit it out.
Googled
Go ahead.
because I'm going to be honest. Chin Chow sounds Chinese to me. So I Googled it. We're going to talk about a movie later. Her Asian assistant's name is Chin Chow. So am I right or am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't know what ethnicity she is.
I'm
know.
looking at it because it sparked controversy in China, saying that the name is racist. If her name's racist, shouldn't the Pokemon's name be racist? Anyway, we've got other things to talk about, so we'll put a pin in
The
that.
anime series Black Clover is 170 episodes.
What is?
Yeah. Black Clover. It's an anime series. It's 170 episodes.
Caitlin nodding her head, so I'm guessing it's in the
Hey,
same
look.
circle as Pokemon.
These people, I found this interesting because I saw a post from 5 days ago that said today would be Sigmund Freud's 170th birthday.
Oh.
So I looked it up. Do you know who else would be 170 if they were alive today?
Woodrow
Wilson.
Oh, I thought it was rhetorical. I thought you were asking me. Woodrow
Oh.
Wilson, yeah.
Who else? One more. I only wrote down
Woodrow
one more.
Wilson. Teddy Roosevelt. He was
George
around
Bernard
that time.
Shaw.
That was going to be my second guess.
Hey, guess what? You're never going to get this.
What?
Guess what the 170th episode of Friends is?
Oh, is it the one where Joey and Gary Oldman spit in each other's face?
Well, they did that in 169, didn't they?
Oh, that's
By
right.
170,
yeah.
he stopped spitting. In 170, he's drunk and passed out, and Joey's convincing
That's
him.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm sure there was still some spitting going on off camera.
You got it right. It's the one with Monica and Chandler's
Wedding
part
two.
2. I think I had a mini stroke.
You want to
My
hear
mom
an
tells
interesting
me.
little?
I know my mom's listening, and I know I'm going to tell everybody that you said this. She's very concerned with me that I drink these energy drinks during the show.
Yeah.
And she told me to be very careful. And so
Yeah.
she probably got nervous when I slurred that word there a second that I was stroking out on.
I'd be less concerned with the slur and more concerned with the fact that the left side of your face isn't moving.
Oh, I got Matt Damon lip on this side of my face.
Listen, I love Matt Damon, but every time you say his name, all I hear is that Team America movie, Matt Damon, and it cracks me up.
Look, I'm a fan of everything he does.
Shit. That's what I was like. I had something I was gonna say, and then I blanked. That episode of Friends, one of Matthew Perry's favorite episodes. During his interview with whoever interviewed him when his book came out, that popular interview.
Yeah.
I don't remember who interviewed him. But he talked about, they showed him clips from the various clips from the show, and he thought that was some of his best acting. And it's one of the few episodes he can remember, because there's whole seasons he doesn't even remember recording. But he loved that episode. He felt that he was at his best in that episode, and that was a really good episode.
It was when I believed that he was gonna fall on the dance floor.
Yeah,
That was
well,
some
that was the
stunning
next
acting.
episode. That
Oh,
was the
was
next
it?
episode. Yep.
Oh,
That's-
right, because that's the reception.
That is, first of all, that is season 8, episode 1, the reception. And that is, by most people, the best season of Friends. That's the one where Rachel's pregnant.
Yeah.
And won like all sorts of awards. It's
Oh.
considered the best season of Friends.
The anticipation of finding out who the father was, and then she was going to tell the father, that was all really great.
The sweater, fucking loved it.
But back to that sweater, by the way, once they identified who it was, that sweater is in like 8 episodes.
Yeah. It's funny because they don't do a lot of going back to episodes and like fixing continuity issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wears that sweater quite a few
Right.
times. Mhm.
So here's some facts about it that I thought was interesting.
Okay.
I'm going to say this wrong, but I'm going to try. Thinking Joey will be a no-show at the wedding because he is so late, Rachel goes to find another minister and finds a Greek Orthodox wedding going on. The bride and groom's last names are Anastasakis and Papasafakis.
No.
That
all sounds very wrong.
Anastasakis was Jennifer Aniston's father. His first name is John Aniston, and that was his last name before he legally changed it to Aniston. I swear I have not been drinking.
Yeah.
If my sponsor is listening, I will come to the AA meeting today. I am not drinking, I promise.
Bring a piss test.
Keep coming back. After they're pronounced husband and wife, the song being played by the string quartet is Everlong by the Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters are Courtney Cox's favorite band.
Very nice. I love the line in it when the Greek Orthodox preacher is up there and Monica gets up there and she's like, "Who is this?" And they say he's Greek Orthodox, and Jennifer Aniston leans in and she goes, "As are you," and then just disappears into the background.
Oh, speaking of disappearing in the background, I'm going to say this now because I'm going to forget later. But the meme that was in the movie that we watched, where Meryl Streep's character was turned into Homer Simpson backing
Oh
into
my
that
God.
match, was fucking hilarious.
I laughed my ass off, and nobody else in the theater laughed at that. I thought it was
Dylan and I
hilarious.
laughed very hard at that. All right, final fact about this show, because I find these trivia facts interesting. That in this episode is the final occurrence of Ross's giving the middle finger without actually giving it. And it's done by Joey, this thing. It's done by Joey when the director walks away after advising Joey he must stay as long as his co-star is alert.
For those who are just listening to it, not watching, it's when you click your two fists together, and it is to symbolize giving the finger when your parents are around so they don't know you're giving the finger.
Yeah, so you fist yourself.
Yeah. Well, you fist your fist.
You fist,
Double fist. You're double fisting yourself, basically.
You're double fisting yourself.
Yeah.
Bam.
All right. So I'm just going to keep a list here of what we
just
insulted during this
be a
podcast.
clip?
The Chinese, the Greeks, and the fisters.
Can that, by the way, should be like a gay rock band name, the Fisters, or the name of this episode. But I just want like a video clip of us just constantly just doing this and saying fisting.
Can you screenshot?
Fisting.
Screenshot. Come on,
Sorry
Caitlin,
for those that are
screenshot.
just listening. Watch the video. You see a lot of fisting.
Right? It's on YouTube.
Hey, and while we're thinking of it, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Oh, happy Mother's Day. You can find us on YouTube, TikTok, and Truth Social. So check
And
us out.
anywhere your mother listens to podcasts.
mother.
170th. Oh, I think I may have. Let me look this up real fast. I
Oh,
may have
did you
written
skip
down the
something?
171st.
Mm.
I was gonna say the 170th greatest film of all time, but next
Of all
to
time.
it, I've written down the number 171, and I'm like, that can't be true. So oh my gosh, totally different movie. I was thinking you're never gonna get these, but if you don't get this, then you don't deserve to call yourself a movie watcher. Speaking of being a movie watcher, you were invited to be a gay movie expert on a panel, and I had to tell them that you wouldn't be there.
What? By who?
I said for something at the NCN, they wanted like a movie expert to talk about queer history of films, and I was like, I'm not. If you want an opinion of the queer history of films, I'm your guy. But if you want facts, Jeremy's your guy. I was like, but you'd have to fly him down because I doubt he's going to pay.
Did you give them my name, or did they request me?
They asked about you.
Oh my God. That was,
At
first, I thought the way this story was going, you were like, oh, Jeremy's good, but he's not here. But they asked for me by name? That means a lot to me.
They
Thank
said,
you, NCN. I love you guys.
How about Jeremy? And I said, did you hear what that fucker said about Air Supply?
They're like, that's music, dude. And he was right.
They were like, that's why he's an expert. We need him.
Hashtag respect on Matt Damon.
170th greatest film ever made.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to that because you're going to get that. I'm just going to tell you the 170th greatest director of all time is Andrzej Wajda, a Polish filmmaker who is famous for The Promised Land and Man
for The
of
Promised
Iron.
Land. Yeah, and The Man of Iron. Yeah.
No, I see what you did there. You're not that good.
I'm sorry,
right.
there's a delay. I don't know what's going on with the sound.
1975 film. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Jaws.
Yep.
I don't know if you knew this. That was the only film released in 1975.
That's not true. Do you know what else was released in 1975? And I know this because I was born in 1975, and the two greatest things that come out of 1975 are me and the song "The Rose." And the fact that you had to ask who sang it means get out of my office.
Who
Caitlin's
sang The
fired,
Rose?
So if anybody wants to help,
I thought you were. I can't hear Caitlin. I thought you were talking to me, and I was like,
No.
"Bitch, I know who sing it."
Caitlin asked by who?
Who sings The Rose? The Rose? Caitlin.
Beaches the Musical is about a movie?
Which is about
How
a book.
Dare you?
Yeah, I don't know if many people know this. The musical based off the movie, but also movie based off a book.
Hey, I found a couple of lists. Do you want to go through them?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Here, I'll let you decide. You want to do both of them? You do one of them, and we
do I
can
get
kick
to
one
know
down
what
the
they
line.
are?
Here are the categories.
Okay.
The 7 most universally loved movies ever, ranked.
Okay.
And then 10 movies that aren't as good as you remember. So which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with the 10 movies that are not as good as you remember.
Yeah. So there's 10 of them. Now, do you want to just start guessing, or do you want me to?
Because there's a couple that I know are going to be on this list that I don't necessarily agree with. I just know based on how like film bros are.
By the way, these all come from Collider. Is that it? Collider. Jesus
Collider.
Christ. Collider. What a fucking idiot I am. Collider. Yeah. So anyway, the Collider.
Cool. I just want to put this preface with this. What I say on this podcast has no affiliation or ties to Watermark or its subsidiaries. Fuck that website. They're one of them that when I got here, I applied for a job and they messaged me and asked me how many TikTok and Instagram followers do you have? Because we're looking for people with a built-in audience. Fuck you. And I bet this list sucks, but let's get to it. I bet Forrest Gump's on that list.
Oh my God, Jeremy, if you had got that job, you could have made this list.
I could have, but I
Wait,
can't
do you
because I got
secretly
no
work for
Instagram
them?
followers.
Is your name secretly Jake Hodges?
They
he did
gave
the
Jake
first
that
list. I don't
job?
know.
No.
All right, here we go.
Okay, Forrest Gump's got to be on the list. People trash that movie all the time.
Forrest Gump is number 1.
I knew it.
It's the number 1 movie of movies that didn't hold up and aren't as good as you think they are. That's
I love
to
Forrest Gump, but the amount of hate I see online for Forrest Gump saying that Shawshank Redemption or Pulp Fiction should have won Best Picture, I find that a lot of these movies that appear on lists like this are because movies later on in life that became like classics, like Shawshank Redemption, because that was a bomb when it first came out. Like it made no money, but people resent the movie that beat it. So given
the explanation of
that,
this was just that it didn't dive into anything significant for very long, that it was very surface, everything that was in it, which is why. But I love that movie.
Love it. I will say though, because I watched that and Titanic a couple of weeks ago because I was feeling nostalgic for the 90s. And you should not watch Forrest Gump in 4K. None of the effects hold up in 4K. They are atrocious when you clear them up.
Oh, is that why effects look so bad on TVs? Because they're a higher
because
quality?
they clear them up in higher quality, and it's like, oh, you can actually see the little edit lines around it. For the same reason that Forrest Gump's other, and I actually don't like this movie, but Shakespeare in Love, because it beat.
It is not.
Oh,
Shakespeare
really?
in Love is not on this list.
I hate that movie.
There's a couple of Oscar winners or contenders on this, which I find very shocking.
Interesting. Green Book?
No. Do you want me
No?
to give you some hints?
Yeah, give me a few hints.
Do you want to go? Let's start with number 10.
Okay.
It's a spin-off of a Batman movie.
Catwoman?
No. One that
Spin-off.
won and got an Oscar nom for the lead.
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care what they say. I love that movie. They're
Number
wrong.
Number 9.
To this day, when people say things that piss me off, me and Chris do this. We say to each other, "You get what you fucking deserve," which is what the Joker says before he shoots Robert De Niro in the head. Not as a threat, just as a funny thing between us.
I think I could see Chris saying that. That makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Number 9, Sandra Bullock movie.
The Blind Side.
No.
Oh.
She's alone in 90% of it.
She's what? You broke up there.
She's alone in 90% of the movie.
Gravity?
Gravity. Yep.
No, this is such a bullshit. I'm so glad I didn't go work for these fuckers.
Maybe it would have been a better list if you had.
It would have.
Right.
Shakespeare in Love would have been on it.
Number 8. It's a superhero movie. And I will tell you, they say the only reason that it holds up is that it's not as good is because they got better at doing it as the movies went on. So
The
it's
Avengers?
just not. Yep, the first
Yeah.
Avengers.
That's because Joss Whedon directed it, and he's kind of like, you can't like Joss Whedon now because he's a terrible person.
Number 7 surprises me. It's one that I really like. It's one that the first 22 minutes of it is the most intense movie.
Saving
ever.
Private Ryan?
Yes.
I
Isn't that
fucking hate these
crazy?
people more. They are so stupid.
I did read about that, and they said that the reason that it's on the list is because when you go back and look at it, that a lot of the emotion of it is like contrived and forced.
No, the reason it's on the list is because you suck at your job. What's the next one?
The next one is it's a Bradley Cooper movie.
Star is Born?
No.
Oh.
I don't think that the people who made this list thought that was ever good. It's a comedy.
Oh, The Hangover?
Yep.
I love that. These people suck. I hate them so much. It's like they went through movies I like and they're like, let's piss Jeremy off.
The next one is, it makes me sad, even though I don't know that I've ever seen this movie. It's another superhero movie, but I love the lead. I love everything he does. And if I wasn't married, I'd want to marry him. He kissed a talk show host once.
He kissed
I
Oh,
think the talk show
The
host was
Amazing
Stephen
Spider-Man?
Colbert. The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah.
Okay. It's not a great movie, but I love Andrew Garfield
I
so
love
much.
Andrew Garfield.
I love him. I love him. I love him. And anyone who tries to take him from me will
know
end
what?
up like Air Supply.
I want you to listen to what just was said, Matt Damon. I want you to listen to that.
No. We're friends, but not like that. We're not like that.
All right, the next one is the complaint about this one is that
Wait,
at
really
some
quick
point,
before you go back there, I like how you pointed out he kissed Stephen Colbert, but blew over the fact that he also kissed Ryan Reynolds at the Golden Globes.
Oh, I don't know her.
Oh, you should check it out.
Oh, I'm
It's kinda
sorry.
hot.
Now that the case settled, is it okay to like him again?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know who I'm allowed to like. I try not to bring up these names.
I'm so confused.
I'm married anyway. All right. This movie, the complaint was that at some point it just turned into a zombie movie, and fell into zombie tropes, and they didn't like it. But I actually kind of liked it, even though I don't think you're supposed to like this person anymore.
Oh shit!
It's another movie where there's like one person that is in like the whole movie, and a dog.
and it's a zombie movie. Oh, I Am Legend.
Yep.
I will say, just because I know the story of the original book, that I don't care for the way they did the ending of that movie. It's so stupid. But the movie itself, I do like. And are we not allowed to like Will Smith? I thought because of the slap, probably. I'm sure he had his reasons.
I'm curious.
I blame Jada Pinkett mostly for that.
How does it end in the book?
Because it's based off of I think it's called The Omega Man, is the original book, and then they made it into a movie like in the 70s, and then I Am Legend, if I'm thinking of the right one.
Are you confusing it with the Gemini Man?
No, because he did the Gemini Man also. That was actually, I think, directed by Ang Lee, which is the guy who directed Sense and Sensibility and Life of Pi and Brokeback Mountain. But the ending of the book is he realizes that he lives at the end, and that they're just, because he's doing experiments on the zombie folks, or they're like vampire zombie monsters.
Yeah.
And he's doing experiments on them, and that they were just coming after him because the main leader guy, one of the ones he was experimenting on was his wife, and he was just trying to get his wife back. So he takes his wife and they leave. And at the end of the movie, he blows them all up because they're just monsters. But it turns out that they're not monsters. They're just different. Yeah. Yeah.
People that are different from you are monsters.
Oh.
That's not true. That's not true.
No. Wait. I want to add that to the list. Yeah.
Let's get canceled this episode. We're halfway there. Man, I was gonna say something. Oh well, there was something that you said that reminded me of something else. Anyway, let's go to the next movie.
Yes,
this one is also a superhero movie. Starring,
this company hates superheroes.
Starring an actor who likes to scream at sound people.
Oh. Okay, Christian Bale. So one of his Batman movies? If it's The Dark Knight, I may lose my shit.
It's not The Dark Knight.
Batman Begins?
Yes.
They're wrong. They're wrong. I've come to the conclusion they're wrong about this whole list.
And number 2
is
I think it's an Oscar winner. I think it is. It has I think Clint Eastwood created it. He might be in it, but it's got also Hilary Swank.
Oh, $1 Million Baby?
Yep,
that one is, they're right about that one.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's your one, Colliander.
Are you making fun of me now?
No, I'm making fun of them for their stupid company name.
Collider. All right, here we go. Universally loved movies. The 7 most universally loved.
Okay. I mean, Wizard of Oz has to be on that list.
No.
Is this from Collianderia?
The Collider, yeah.
The Colliana?
I agree that if any of these movies are on TV, I'm going to watch them. You've already mentioned one of them when you were talking about movies that, like, the reason people hate Forrest Gump.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption, number 3.
Yeah. Now, I want to say this. While I love Forrest Gump, I also do love Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
And I think there is an argument to be made whether Forrest Gump or Shawshank Redemption are a better movie. What should have won the Oscar? I'm glad Forrest Gump did, because I do like that movie. But there is an argument which one should have won the Oscar.
A Few Good Men should have won. That's what should have
That was a few years before, but yes, I do enjoy that movie. I enjoy that movie so much that I bought it a couple of months ago because it wasn't streaming anywhere and I wanted to watch it.
I love it. It's always on Sling TV on the weekends. Although I'll never see it again because we canceled Sling.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
Sling. Canceled. All right. You got 6 more.
Jaws, since we talked about it earlier. I feel like everyone loves that movie.
No.
Oh, no, wait. E.T. E.T. Everyone loves
that would have been a
E.T..
good one. You know what? They probably just didn't even think of that. They're stupid. I'll give you.
Are
I'll give
these
you
all, like-
hints.
Yeah, are these all most recent movies or?
Well, I mean, they're mostly movies that I would have seen, but either when I was in high school or later.
Okay, so this company or this whoever put this list together hates old movies.
So yeah, so number 7 is
Yeah.
probably my favorite trilogy ever made. I love it so much.
Nutty Professor. Trilogy.
It does have a Nutty Professor in it.
I mean, the only trilogies that come to my mind right now are Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, but you don't come across as a Lord of the Rings or a Star Wars fella.
No.
Trilogy.
That involves a time machine.
Jesus Christ, I am blanking.
Michael J. Fox.
Back to the Future. Jesus
Yes.
Christ, how did I forget about that one? Back to the Future. That good trilogy.
You were too busy
Good trilogy.
killing Graham Russell and Russell Hitchcock to.
Yeah.
That's their names.
Yeah.
All right, number 6.
Notice how I just agreed with you. I had no idea who you were talking about.
Those are the air supply people.
Oh, okay.
Number 6 has Laura Dern in it.
Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Yeah, that's valid. That is
that's
a great movie.
That is a great movie.
That you can watch in 4K, still looks immaculate. Any movie after 1994 has no excuse.
And it has Joseph Mazzello in it, and I think he does no wrong. Now, tomorrow will come out a story where he's murdered puppies, and I'll have to judge.
It also has Wayne Knight in it, and I adore that man. For those who don't know, he played Newman in Seinfeld.
Oh, yes.
Love him.
He's got one of those things like they used to do that meme all the time of him being like, hey, you know, and then it's like nobody cares.
Yeah. That's from Jurassic Park, yeah.
All right, number 5 is a John Hughes movie.
John Hughes. Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Oh,
No.
Breakfast. Okay. The Breakfast Club.
That's it. Number 5.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't know if this is controversial. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, better movie. Better than The Breakfast Club.
Hate Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Is it because he killed somebody when he was younger?
Allegedly. It is
Allegedly.
because that character is just a fucking entitled, whiny little. Ugh, can't stand it.
Is that
I
Rick
would have, if I
talking,
was his
or
sister,
Rick's
I would have
jealousy?
gotten a nose job to hide who I was.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. If I was Ferris Bueller, I'd have stuck her in a fucking corner. Yeah. That's yeah. That's Dirty Dancing for those who didn't get that reference.
Yeah, and had somebody who visited the Epstein Islands in it too, right? The Epstein Island.
What? Oh, no. Okay. There's no evidence he visited the Epstein.
There's no evidence whatsoever.
He is a
It's a joke.
total pedophile. He was arrested. There's not even allegedly. He was arrested for being a pedophile. That's why he wasn't in the Beetlejuice sequel. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah. Anyway, next movie.
Yeah. He's cellmates with Jared from Subway. I hear. No.
Allegedly.
Number 4.
I don't know that.
Allegedly. Number 4. I give you a quote from it. This is my
Okay.
favorite quote from this movie. I got. That's my best. That's the best acting I can do.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck you just said there, but
I just said,
obviously,
I got.
obviously you're John Travolta.
No. What's it? Oh my god! Is that what it sounded like?
You sounded like John Travolta.
Now picture this: you're
Okay.
having dinner with your friends, and one of them starts to get a little sick, and so they lay down on the table, and all of a sudden this thing starts moving around in their chest.
Alien?
And this thing pops out, and you go, "Oh God!" Because your friend's guts just splattered all over your face.
Aliens on
Number
this
4,
list?
Alien. Yeah.
I don't dislike that movie, but not on a list of most beloved movies. That's some bullshit. You're going to put Alien on this list, but not Wizard of Oz?
I just got to backtrack a second. I'm almost in tears laughing at how, when I think back at the way I said that, it did sound a lot like John Travolta.
Like John Travolta. Yeah.
Like,
You
hey,
threw me
Sandy,
off.
oh my, oh god.
I'm like, Face Off is on this movie? On this list?
All right, should I do a John Travolta for all of the rest of this?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know that I can.
All right.
Number 2, because we got number 3 already. Number 2.
Yep.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah, I need hints on all these.
All right.
I'm too drunk already.
I'm trying to not sound like John Travolta when I'm like, everything the light touches.
You're going to have to go faster. We're 50 minutes in. We haven't
I
even gotten to
know.
our weeks.
I know. We're not going to talk about
Everything the Lion King.
Yeah. And number 1. What am I, a clown? I make you laugh? What am I?
Goodfellas?
Yeah, Goodfellas, number 1.
Really? I mean, I love Goodfellas. Don't get me wrong. It's a great movie. If somebody said, what is the most beloved movie of all time? I'm not going to say Goodfellas.
Yeah, we like people dying. I like watching it.
Like, and I
All
hate
right.
to keep harping on this. Wizard of Oz. They air the fucking thing every year so people can watch it.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, that's an even better one. Yeah. Anyway, what stupid list.
Old
Thank you
Yeller.
for finding them. We appreciate your time and effort in this, Rick, for finding those 2 ridiculously stupid lists.
Yeah,
Not
it
your
was good. It was a
fault.
good time.
I hate those companies.
All right. Let's
Anyway.
do a Reader's Digest version of our weeks. Go.
Okay. Final week of Macy's Flower Show. Okay, this pissed me off. As if we haven't talked about enough things that pissed me off this week. Okay, so yesterday was the last day of the flower show. During the flower show, I think I talked about this last couple of weeks, is they were doing a Lego build event. So you signed up for a time. They sold out quick, but I was able to get a time on Friday, and I was going to go and build a kit. For those who listened last week to our very, very short podcast, which will not be this one, I was not feeling well. So I was like, I'm not going to be able to make it. I was still feeling crummy, so I stayed in bed that morning. Yesterday, I went by, showed them my ticket, because you had to have a ticket, and I showed them my ticket and said, hey, I was sick on Friday. I had 2 tickets, because I was like, oh, I'll take Chris or somebody with me. And I showed them my tickets, and I told them the second ticket was for my nephew, and I was sick, so I couldn't bring him here. Can I just get the kits that we were supposed to build so I can bring them to him? And the guy said, no. You have to be here to build them because we don't have directions for them. Now, you can Google what the little, because it's online, what the little kit was. It's a tiny little flower pot with a stem, which is just like 4 fucking little Legos to click into each other, and then a little flower and a bumblebee at the top. It's not that complicated. I'm sure a 4-year-old going in there is going to have difficulty and going to need you to step-by-step him to make this fucking pot with a flower in it. I'm an adult. I don't need your fucking directions. Give me the Lego.
Everything I know about you tells me that you handle that situation very well. So what?
I did.
What?
I did. I said, you don't understand. I don't need directions. Just my nephew really wanted to do this event, and I was sick. And he said, unfortunately, we can't do that. And I said, well, I will be able to I will surely let sorry, I've been drinking. I will surely let my nephew know that you told him no because you don't care that I was fucking sick. And he said, and I said, you can stop because there's nothing you'll say right now that's going to make this better unless you say, here's your fucking Lego kit. And he said, I can't do that, sir. And I said, well, then don't say anything. And then I turned around and walked away.
But
and
see,
then,
here's the thing. He could.
He could.
Right? He could have just handed them to you. There was
He
no
could've.
one standing there with a gun at his head saying,
No.
I will kill you if you give these to him. He actually could have handed them to you.
Yeah. So him and Coliander, that website, have a lot in common. They're terrible people. Speaking of terrible people, bus stop lady was back. Yeah. I'm like, I walk up and she's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, and my first words out of my mouth were, why aren't you in Pittsburgh? I was so startled to see her.
What?
And
This
she
is
was at the
stunning
bus
to
stop.
me.
Like, she just hangs out at the fucking bus stop waiting for me. But I walk up and she's like, hey. And I was like, why aren't you in Pittsburgh? And she says, oh, I
Listen.
had some things I had to do in town, so I came back.
For those of you that are listening to this, that listened to last week, I just want you to know that this lady is so crazy. We had to edit out parts of the conversation.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Oh.
And I'm not going to say which parts. I'll tell you afterwards. Otherwise, we'd have to edit them out again. But it was basically like banter back and forth about how crazy she was. So
yeah, she was cuckoo cuckoo. And there she is sitting there. And then, long story short, because I know we're way over time now, but she's like, I'm back in town because I'm going to a Trump event. And I'm like, what? And she goes, yeah, do you want to come? And I was like, this is so fucking surreal, to the point where I thought there must be a hidden camera somewhere. And this is like, what would you do? And I said,
so how
no,
was
ma'am,
it?
I said, I am not interested in going to the event. And then I looked up in the sky for dramatic effect. And I said, you know what? It's a beautiful day out today. I'm going to walk to work. And I turned my back and I walked away from her. And I heard music in my ears like I was Anne Hathaway from the first Devil Wears Prada movie. Like, I just did something. I just saved the world with my, no, ma'am, I'm going to walk to work.
Then you
and
went home and found out that Chris had just gotten a chef's job in Boston.
Oh, no. Oh, I see what you did there. You know that he thought he was going to be in the sequel? Not Chris, the guy, the boyfriend, the first one. He thought he was going to be in the sequel.
I heard he wasn't in it because of a scheduling conflict. So there was a scheduling conflict, so they just didn't call him.
Oh, I saw a clip of him saying that he texted the director and said, hey, do you think that we should do blah, 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 blah? And he said he never heard back. But this was just an interview clip I saw of him. But anyway, he shouldn't have been in it, and she shouldn't be in it. But I walked away. I was very proud of myself. Anyway, what else did I do this week? As you can see behind me, not that there was a lot of shit behind me to begin with, but shelves are empty.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting
there
to
was
pack.
A lot of shit back there.
We're leaving in a couple of weeks. I am going to be staying with Chris in Queens until I can get situated in a place, because apparently I'm told that June is the hardest fucking month to get an apartment in New York because everyone moves here in the summer. So it is hard as balls to find a place.
Honestly, that's why we got it. That's why we got the apartment in March, and we're like, we're just gonna pay for a couple of months before we go up there, because for our anniversary. For something. I don't know. I bought Dylan a couple of books, and one of them was like everything you need to know about moving to New York. And it said that the winter, towards the end of the winter, is the best time to find a place. That if you start looking in like late spring and the early summer, it's going to be very difficult. So we were like, we noticed that the number of places available were dwindling, and we're like, just get something so you can get there, and then we can worry about it later on.
Yeah, so I'm going to be moving with Chris, and then through the summer, I'm going to be looking for a place.
Hey, I know a place like for a couple of days in July that you can stay.
You know what? He's going to need that break because it's a studio. It's a studio, so he's going to need that break in July. So I'll take you up on that. So I'm going to be living in Queens, but my ultimate goal is to get back here. I've been looking at places. And there's like, I found places that aren't open until like August 1st, September 1st. They're like Upper West Side, some in the financial district that are kind of within budget. So I'm going to start applying and maybe get the application fees and the security deposit out of the way, and then have something locked down for the fall. So that is going well. You can see these flowers behind me. I normally don't do real plants in my house because I kill them. But this past weekend for Mother's Day, Uggs was giving free bouquets of flowers to mothers. Well, for anybody who bought shoes or apparel. And we had a few left over, so they gave me a few to take home.
Pretty. I thought that was made of Legos until you told your story.
Oh, no, that's real. That's real plants in my house. As you can see, no sunlight around me, so they will be dead soon. So get your looks now. And then the last thing is, and you'll appreciate this because when Dylan's living out here, you come to see him. They are turning the area in front of Macy's into like this department store. I don't want to say cheap because that sounds bad, but like affordable department stores. So we've got Macy's, which has been there for 150 plus years. Across the street, they just opened the world's largest Primark, which I had never heard before, but all the girls at work are going nuts for it. And it's like it's like affordable clothes for men, women, kids. They have home decor. It's 4 stories. It opened last week. Not Sarah Michelle Gellar, the other Sarah, Sarah Jessica Parker was there. They had a bunch of influencers there, musicians were there. It was like a huge event. Now, just to give you a little bit of the gossipy tea, what makes this even more interesting is Sarah Jessica Parker is an ambassador of Uggs. She's one of the celebrity ambassadors. Not only was she there, but she never came across the street to see us. And like they were talking at work, they were like, she should have at least popped in and did some photos or something with Uggs. She's one of our ambassadors. But she was over there at Primark just, getting the deals, which I don't know why she needs them. She's worth like $100 billion. Anyway, she was over there. And they just announced right at the other end of the block, which I guess used to be a bank, they shut down. They're going to open the world's largest TJ Maxx, and it's going to be their flagship store. So you're going to have Macy's, and then across the street, you have the world's largest Primark and TJ Maxx. So it's going to be like Rodeo Drive for poor people.
I want you to know that I think like 80% of my wardrobe is TJ Maxx.
Well, there you go.
I think most of
you're
the
gonna have a
shirts
place
to
shop.
Macy's. Macy's or TJ.
You are gonna
Maxx.
love this fucking block by the end of the year. Then
I did. I got because Dylan's like he's losing a bunch of weight. He's moving to New York and he's excited. So I got him a big gift card to Macy's to say like, go buy new wardrobes and stuff.
Yeah.
And now there's this discount store opening across the street. I wish I had bought a gift card there. You could get more.
So,
I was like, you could go buy a flip flop, not a pair, flip flop from UGG with this gift card.
No, there. Wait a minute. I have them over here. Hold on. Oh, don't go anywhere.
That was Jeremy fading away from the microphone.
Okay, these are part of the new collection. I just bought them. They're UGG slides. They make slides now. Are these not the cutest little slides? I love these things. They're so fucking comfortable.
Oh, that's good. Well, they're comfortable.
Anyway,
I'm not a fan of slides like that. You know what my favorite shoe now is? Because I'm old.
Probably a Croc.
No, Skechers slip-ins. They're like Crocs with more support.
God, you are old. God damn. Okay. Anyway, just for all transparency's sake, I too am a Sarah Jessica Parker, and I applied for a job at Primark. Sorry, UGG, but I need a second job because times is tough. But they're doing overnight stock, so I applied there. So hopefully I hear back from them because it would be super convenient to work across the street through the summer. And the last thing I'll mention,
had to work overnight and then go into work to the other place.
Yeah, it's fine. You do the grind. You do what you got to do. So the only other thing I want to do is, as a veteran of the United States military, I would like to call out how much the Department of Veteran Affairs and the U.S. government suck. And by suck, I mean you can suck my balls. And here's why. Testicles, balls. So I was because I want to go back to school. I was like, you know what? I think I want to go back to school. I'm in this new era in my life. I don't know what I want to do with my life. You
want to eat, pray, love.
I was a journalist for almost 15 years, 10 years, whatever, when I was at Watermark. Great time, enjoyed it. But I want to explore other things. So when I was getting out of the military and I was going back to school, I was debating whether to go to school for journalism because I love writing or culinary arts because I love to cook. So I was doing a little research and I found this amazing culinary institute here in New York. It's a little pricey. It's for 1 year and you get all of the courses. So I looked it up and it's covered under the GI Bill. So I look it up. Not only would the GI Bill cover 100% tuition, but it would give me $1,000 towards the equipment I have to buy for the Culinary Institute. It would also pay my rent. And by pay rent, it would give me $5,000 a month, whether I use it
Jesus.
towards rent or not, because of the cost of living here in New York. They would give me $5,000 a month while I'm in school to pay for my rent. So I pull it up. I have about 7 months left on my GI Bill. I was like, all I need is a couple of more months. I'll send in for a request for an extension. Not only won't they give me the extension, but I was informed that if you serve before 2013, you have 15 years to use your GI Bill. And once that 15 years passes, you're shit out of luck. They don't give a shit about you. If you served after 2013, it's indefinite. You can use it when you're 90 and they don't give a fuck. So the U.S. government and the Department of Veteran Affairs doesn't give a shit if you're an older veteran. They just want the new woke generation, which fine. That's cool. Enjoy it, new generation. I'm too old and stuffy.
Jeremy, do
But
you
they
know?
would-
I know somebody who would love to hear this story. She rides
who-
the bus.
You know who didn't want to hear it? My fucking congressman, who I wrote to in anger and refuses to return my messages.
Is that AOC?
Nope. God, I wish. I bet AOC would return my messages. No, it is. Hold on, let me pull it up here. It's funny because he's not running for re-election, so he obviously he doesn't care. But he's been the congressman here for like decades. Jerry Nadler. And for
Nadler.
those Nadler.
Yeah, that's the guy
Yeah.
that's like, who was like led
The
the
old
charge
doughy,
on the.
this guy, if you're looking. Yeah,
Ah,
this guy.
yeah.
He doesn't give a shit. Anyway, I would write who the new congressman is going to be, but I'm going to be not living here by November, so he certainly won't give a shit. However, shout out to John F. Kennedy's nephew or whatever. He's the one running for this district.
You
It's good
should
for him.
email Maxwell Frost. Just be like, hey, sorry about that gas incident. Can you help me?
He's going to say, new district, who dis?
Good times. Well,
Anyway,
I
so
will say,
I don't
okay.
give a shit about the government anymore or being a veteran. And when I'm homeless, living under a bridge, I hope Congressman Nadler is having a good time in his house in the Hamptons. Cheer me out.
Well, I cannot speak on such worldly things as the military and the big old New York City, but I
Yeah.
can tell you
The big
that
old
the-
city.
that the local city of Orlando is pissing me off.
Are they taking away your livelihood?
I still don't have these permits. It's still
What?
not approved.
You
Still.
know, fuck the government. Fuck all government.
No,
fuck all government.
here's how crazy it gets, right? So we were told that that all we needed was this variance letter and that everything would be fine. No,
Yeah.
they decided to put everything back through the process. And then while it's going through the process on Friday, at 4:00, this guy's like denied and then asked for all the same shit that he asked in the first one. So I immediately emailed him and was like, I don't understand. Are you saying that this stuff wasn't included in the plan? Because it's always been the plan to do this thing that you're asking. Like, I even paid $600 or whatever it was for a topographical survey to prove this point that you're asking. And then I spent a lot of time with my contractor having very choice words. And then I was like, to this morning,
Oh my God, did you talk to the contractor the way I talked to the Lego guy?
No, because I don't want
Oh.
the contractor to walk away with my money.
That
And it's
makes
not his
sense.
fault. It was all included. So
Yeah.
I emailed the city immediately, and I was like, I understand. Was this not included? Because I wanted to know who to be mad at, the city or this guy. I get an email this morning from the guy at the city. Oh, my bad. You're right. But because he denied it, it has to be resubmitted and go through the process again. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
My blood is boiling. So, and then this other person denied it. Same mistake. So anyway, he called the
You
guy.
know the old adage, he who denies it supplies it.
Maxwell Frost knows that.
One of these days, have I told that story on this podcast? Because one of
Yes.
these days, okay. Well, then go back to the old episodes and listen, because that was hilarious.
Yeah, so anyway, he talked to the one guy, and the one guy's like, "Yeah, it's my mistake. It's good. You just need to submit the plan, and it's good to go."
Okay.
But you know what? You know what the city does? This is how it works. He's got to submit the plans. They take 48 hours to register the plans, and then they give themselves another week to review it. I mean, it makes me crazy. Anyway,
I bet you won't have these issues if Anna Escamani wins the mayorship. You probably will. She don't care about you.
I was talking to somebody about that earlier today.
By the way, I don't know if you're aware of this, but as you lift your notes up, we can see it in camera. You're blocking your face. I don't know if there's anything on that paper you don't want people to read. Just wanted to
it's all stuff
make you aware.
Talk about.
Just want to make you aware.
It's all supposed to talk about. I hid all the checks and everything, so you can't read people's bank account numbers. Dylan was in St. Pete most of the week, so I just did a lot of packing. I got everything packed. We've decided how we're doing it, when we're doing it. We got it all planned out. We decided we're going to get a 12-passenger van, and we're going to pack what we can pack in the van, and what we can't pack in the van, we're going to take that morning to the post or to UPS and mail boxes because it's real cheap, like $50 a box or something to mail. So we're going to do that, and we're going to drive right up all together, one big van. We're going to stop at some. There's this like cheap motel in Fayetteville that apparently, like surprisingly, has incredible reviews.
Huh.
It's got like a 9 rating out of 10. So I got rooms there because it was.
This
really
is in
cheap.
North Dakota. North Carolina.
Yeah, I was like, I just need something cheap that we can just kind of stay.
Who's all going?
It's me and Dylan and Jen and Tina. And
Okay,
we're all,
just
we're
while
all
you're
riding up
there.
together.
Yeah, while you're there, make sure you tell people Jen is your wife and Tina is his wife. Trust me,
I know.
it'll
The
take
gayest
away a
man
lot
I know
of
came from Fayetteville.
It doesn't matter. It's still the South. I'm just giving you. You know what? I'm giving you advice. You take it or leave it. I'm just giving you advice.
It's so funny is that the 2 girls are going to share a room and the 2 guys are going to share a room.
Lesbian.
I mean, I guess we could do it where, we split.
Well, you don't have to share sleep in the same rooms. Just if somebody playing a banjo on a porch asks, just tell them you're your wives. Avoid the headache.
Yeah. So we've been going through this thing, with the stuff with the house. It's kind of irritating. So we're just sort of like, we're thinking like, hey, we've got to get certain things done. So we decided we're gonna paint the house, right? And then we're just gonna touch it up as things go by. So we have this like AI generated picture of what we want the house to look like, and we're like, okay, this is good. We want to paint it blue, and then with white trim and blah 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 blah. So
which house are we talking about? New York or
no. We're gonna paint in New York. Like, you can't paint in New York. They don't let you do shit. Those apartments,
Hey.
the house, because they're.
I just asked the questions.
Yeah. You're like, just get clarity, kid. Calm down. The house here, because there's a garage door. They're gonna put up wood and all that stuff. So like the whole side of the one half of the house is gonna have to get painted, and we're never gonna match the paint that's there. So we're just gonna paint the whole thing. We decided we're gonna paint it blue. So I just want to show you some things here.
Yeah.
If I could. Yeah. So we decided we're gonna paint it blue. And I don't know if you get this. Oh, you can't really see it. It doesn't do it justice. Anyway, we painted it this blue, and you could see it. Caitlin came. And while we were painting it, Dylan said, that
as
looks
he's
like
talking, describe it to me, Caitlin.
Dylan says, "Oh, that looks like the color you would paint the bottom of a pool." And I was like, "Well, that can't happen." So we went and got a lighter one, and we were going to do that.
Like a reflecting pool?
So we got you can't really tell. Anyway.
That's all right.
So we got a yes, like the one that Trump drove through recently, right?
He cracked it.
reflection
Anyway,
pond.
it's
Just what a fucking idiot. Anyway, so what are you gonna do? So then as we're doing all of this, we've decided that it's going to be too difficult to paint. So we're getting quotes to have somebody come and paint it, because also clearly it's going to not be done in the next 2 months. So like, what's the point in painting? I don't. So we're just like, I'm giving up. I've just given up, Jeremy.
Yeah. It's the best thing to do. I did that like 2 months ago, and I honestly have no idea where my life is going, and I have never been happier. I just don't care anymore.
Speaking of being happy, I saw my first Fringe show today.
Oh, Fringe is happening.
Yeah.
I tell you, outside of Orlando, nobody knows.
Yeah. Big Gay Jesus. The third
Big
coming.
Gay Jesus. Ew.
I just want to
I
wrote
really
a
hope
review.
we're about an hour and 50 minutes of this podcast. I really hope my mom turned off by now.
Oh, Big Gay
She's not
Jesus,
going to like
the
this
third
show.
coming. She actually, you might like it. I mean, it's very inspirational. It's very therapeutic. It's very like, but you know me, so I want
sure
to tell you
do.
these two things.
I have
Number
known
one,
you for years.
It's about 90% audience participation.
Ooh.
And about half the time that audience participation was asked for, no one responded.
Yeah.
So then this is how it ended. Now, I did write a review. It's a lovely review. Go check it out. It's on watermarkoutnews.com. It's just, this is just not the show for me, because at some point he has this tattoo of an arrow, and he asked everybody in the audience to shout back at him something that they would like manifested in their lives, something they would like to achieve, something they were working towards, something that they're hopeful for. And then he shoots back his arrow and lets it go and shoots this cosmic arrow into them to manifest their destiny.
Okay.
Big Gay Jesus, the third coming. Go check it out.
Uh-huh. All right.
Coming to a Fringe theater near you. It was Mother's Day.
Oh, is that all?
Did you call your mom for Mother's Day?
I did.
Awesome.
I just want to say really
so
quick before we advance on, because as you were like, oh, I wrote a review, so I pulled up the website you mentioned, watermarkoutnews.com.
Yeah.
And I pulled it up, and I feel bad about this. This is the first time I pulled the website up since I left the company. And I just heard Madonna's "This Used to Be My Playground" in my head as I scrolled through this website. And I was like, oh, this looks familiar, but looks different at the same time.
Do you know those, Oldsmobile? Is it Oldsmobile?
Yeah,
That's like, this isn't your father's Oldsmobile? Isn't
Yeah.
that the slogan for a while there? Yeah. You hear, "This used to be my playground," but really everyone here is like, it's not Jeremy. It's not Jeremy's Watermark Out News anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it looks the same.
Wait, what's going to change? It's gay news. What are you going to do?
I mean, I will say, as somebody who has CNN going on in the corner of my eye, apparently some MAGA Trumper Instagram influencer harassed two gay dads. So hope they're on that.
I bet Ryan's on it.
I don't see anything on the website.
Do you know what you should do? You should message them and tell them about it, because they love that shit. They love when
Oh
you
my
put
God,
them
yeah.
news
I mean,
sticks.
I don't know if you saw this, but here's a link to the Orlando Weekly story. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Mother's Day. We went to dinner.
Oh my God, yes.
I was sick all night. It's great.
I didn't answer the question you asked me.
Yeah, you didn't.
asked me. You said,
What'd you do
did you
for?
call
your mama?
I did call my mama, and we talked on the phone. I had to work. This happened a lot to me in the military too, but people, they tend to ask like, oh, we're going to schedule you for this holiday because, you don't have family in town. So you don't need Easter off, right? You can work Easter. They were closed Easter. That's just an example. But yeah, so Mother's Day, I'm not a mother, and my mother is like 12 states away. So they were like, you can work, right? Oh, sorry. Did you hear me belch while I was talking? That was inappropriate. Caitlin's like, a little bit. Anyway, sorry for that. So yeah, they had me work on Mother's Day. So I called her early before my shift and we chatted. And
That's nice.
my brother was on his way to pick her up to take her to brunch. And I was
Aw.
like, oh, Charlie's the good son. Sorry I couldn't be there for you, but I'm living the dream, mama. I'm in New York living the dream. And she's like, how's the dream going? I was like, it's like a fucking nightmare. It's like a fucking nightmare. These people suck. I'm coming home. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't tell her that.
It's just what she wanted
Anyway,
to hear.
That's all. It's Mother's Day. I told her what she wanted to hear. These people suck and I miss you, mama. And she's like, oh, come home, baby. And I said, okay, sure, I will. And I didn't. Anyway, how was your Mother's Day?
It's fine. Took the moms. You know, it's a lot to coordinate like all the mothers.
Yeah.
That need to get together for these things. There were like 10 of us that went to Cheesecake Factory, which, by the way, we always go there Christmas
I
Eve.
mean,
and
between
it's
the
madness.
10 of you, don't you all have the same, like, 3 mothers, though?
Yeah, well, it's like, well, I mean,
You, Jen's sister?
she's not a mother.
I mean, she has a mother. It's
Yeah.
the same as Jen's
No, but my
mother.
brother's wife has children.
Oh.
And
Oh,
my
okay. I was
mom's there,
thinking
and
your
Jen's
brother has
mom
the
is
same
there.
mom as you. Yeah.
And
okay.
but there are like 10 of us, and it's like all getting there, and it was crazy, like the crazy wait.
Where'd you go?
Cheesecake Factory, because you can't make
right.
reservations, you just got to go.
Ooh.
And so we, the second busiest restaurant day of the year, and we're just
I'm
standing
surprised
there
you
with
still
everybody
go
else in
there.
the room. Why? What did they do?
Bad things happen when we go to Cheesecake
Oh,
Factory,
yeah.
Rick.
Oh my gosh! Look, there's a story I could tell. One of the mothers is on oxygen, and her oxygen was running low, and she needed to plug into a place. And I said they'll find a plug for you, because I will yell at them and say, "Do you know what happened the last time I was here?
Yeah.
You don't want a repeat." And so,
I still have a video of you all singing me happy birthday on that day on my phone.
Aw.
Yeah. This used to be our playground.
This was we went there for Jeremy's birthday on June 11th, 2016.
Yeah. For those who don't know what happened, Google that day the next day.
Yeah.
June 12th, 2016. Anyway, so Mother's Day was good?
It's right here. June 12th,
Oh,
2016.
My,
Yeah, it was good.
right
The
there.
thing is, right, you can't do these shot things and then eat fatty foods. It's just not a
Yeah.
good combination. And
It's
so I
not.
had like these delicious stuffed mushrooms, and then I had this like chicken piccata, which was in this like lemon butter garlicky sauce, which is delicious. And then I had like a bite or two of I had a single bite of like 4 different people's cheesecakes, because I'm like, no, I can't have one, but I'm just thinking all of yours. And I ended up like all night. I've had no sleep. I was like so sick, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, I should just make myself throw up and then I'll go to sleep. But then I couldn't do it.
Ooh, calm down, Karen Carpenter.
I know. She wasn't bulimic. She was anorexic. She never would have eaten
Oh,
as much cheesecake
okay.
as I
Calm
did.
down. Not Callista Flockhart, but the lady she played in that ABC After special.
Tracy Gold?
No. You remember
Tracy Gold was anorexic.
during
What
the
was
night?
Tracy Gold in?
She's in Growing Pains.
Growing Pains, yeah.
She's the sister. But Callista Flockhart in the 90s, it was like the ABC After School special, but it was on HBO. Ben Affleck was in one. But she played a bulimic who would like binge, and then she'd throw up in jars and put them in her closet. And I distinctly remember the scene of her mother finding the jars and then sending her away to a eating disorder clinic. But it was a series on HBO to
The Secret Life of Mary Margaret.
Yes.
Life stories, families in crisis.
Life stories. Yes. I love that show in the 90s on HBO. It's all on YouTube. All the episodes are on YouTube.
Hey, speaking of life crises,
Yeah.
we went to see a movie.
Oh, we're at that part. Yes, we did.
Yeah, we're just gonna move on to it.
Okay, so we went and saw The Devil Wears Prada 2. Just came out.
We sure did.
I do want to preface this. Not only is it a new movie, and we talk about new movies and we try not to give spoilers with the new movies, but Caitlin specifically wants to see this. So I'm not going to delve into any kind of possible spoilers because I don't want to ruin this for her. So I'm just going to give a brief synopsis of the film, what the sequel is. and we could talk about things that we liked about the movie. Sorry, like belching as I'm trying to talk through my belches. I'm so old.
The
I'm
wine will
sorry.
get you every
But
time.
it will. All right, so here's the synopsis as told through Wikipedia. 2 decades after leaving her position as an assistant at Runway magazine, Andy, played by Anne Hathaway, has become a respected reporter in New York. However, her entire newsroom is abruptly laid off by text during an awards gala. Meanwhile, Miranda Priestley, played by Meryl Streep, Andy's old runway boss, is under fire for failing to vet a puff piece about a brand that uses sweatshop labor. To improve the magazine's respectability, the owner of Runway's parent company and Miranda's boss hires Andy as the features editor without Miranda's consent, much to her annoyance. And I think that covers the first half of the movie.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Rotten Tomatoes. Let's start with Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, let's do. Okay.
Do you want me to tell you the first movie was 75-76?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought this was a classic that everyone was beloved. I'm surprised it's not on that Coley-Oli-Olo list.
It's a gay classic, right?
I guess.
It's like gay without being gay, right?
Okay, so what'd you say? 76, 77?
75-76.
75, 76. Jesus. Okay, I will say
Big gay
84,
Jesus.
84, 85.
78-86.
Okay.
Look, I want
Critics
to
are
read.
stupid.
I want to read one thing that
Sure.
one of the people said. I loved that all the original cast was in it.
I did love that.
Nope, they were
No?
not.
Wait a minute, what?
The boyfriend. We just said the boyfriend wasn't in it.
Oh, fuck that guy. Here's the
No.
thing. Here's my
No,
problem
no,
with that.
no.
No one liked
No,
him
no,
in
no.
that first movie. And she's not dating him anymore. Why the fuck would he be in this movie?
No. Because at the end of the first one, they were going to work on this. And by the way, somebody said this recently, so I was like,
You
listen,
got really
you
low.
may
Did
not
I turn
like
you
that
down? Or
guy.
I think I turned you down.
That guy, yeah, because you don't want to hear what I have to say. I understand.
You
That
did.
guy may have seemed like somebody people didn't like because the movie is told from her annoying perspective. But that dude, you don't know how many dinners she didn't show up at, how many times he got her voicemail, but every time Miranda calls and gets it, he wasn't trying to hold her back. He's just
Okay,
trying to say,
two things,
listen,
two
on your
things,
way to
two
the top, honey, everybody around your life that supported you this whole time still exists. But she
First
doesn't
of all,
know that.
First of all, don't mansplain this shit to our female audience. Secondly,
I was not mansplaining to female audience. I was explaining it to you.
Secondly, I'm sorry, you go to a culinary academy and the best you can do is a fucking grilled cheese. I'm sorry, you suck at your job and she doesn't.
Hey, maybe he had to go to the second best culinary academy because the VA wouldn't pay for him to go either.
How fucking dare you? First of all, that little
What do you want
weenie
from me?
is not
Air
a
Supply is dead.
that little weenie is not a veteran. That motherfucker wouldn't last 2 seconds in the military.
You leave
Secondly,
him alone. He was abandoned by
Entourage-
his girl on her way to the top.
Entourage was a stupid fucking show, and anyone tied to that show has no respect from me, including this little weasel.
I mean, if your best friend's name's Turtle.
Indeed. I
Also,
did
your brother
like the
in
Jeremy
that show is
Piven.
really annoying.
I like the Jeremy Piven character. I ain't gonna lie, I do
Alright.
like him.
I did like that show, but it was a love-hate.
It was okay. I still hated him. He's stupid in everything he's in. Anyway, there is nowhere in watching the first film did I think this dude needs to appear in the sequel because these two will definitely be together. You know what was more believable? That her friends were still in her life. So I do
Her
want
one
to say,
friend.
no, there were two. Although the second friend wasn't in the first. You're right. The second friend wasn't in the first one. Just the first friend, and that's all you need is one true ride or die friend, and she had that.
Well, or it just proves that she's a terrible person and only one person will stick around her because she gets a free
Stop
purse.
it. Why do you hate
Look,
all of
as
Hollywood's
somebody-
best actors and
As
actresses?
somebody who only has one friend, I understand.
Oof. Here's the thing. Here's where I'm conflicted. Is you've got a husband and you've got a Jen.
Yeah, that's my
Which
one
one
friend.
is your friend?
Well, I mean, Dylan has to be because we're married, but Jen's my one
That's-
true friend.
That doesn't mean you have to be your friend. You can love someone and not like them very much.
I'm just saying, I was watching this movie. You know how like Anne Hathaway gets a bunch of shit online?
Yeah.
At one point during this movie, I thought, I can see why she gets a lot of shit online.
Yeah.
Not through any faults of her own. It's just,
Yeah.
the one gripe I have about this movie, the one gripe.
Yeah.
Because I liked the movie. I'll just say that. I enjoyed
I
the
liked
movie.
it too. Yeah. Yeah.
But the one gripe I have is that she walked around like Laura Dern in Jurassic Park staring at dinosaurs. Like, you're not famous. Like this, no one, 20 years ago you did this. Nobody cares. They just walked around like everything was gold. Like, oh, that's the desk she sat at. Like, who just do the movie?
I will
you
say
don't
this
need a
as
3-minute nostalgia shot every time
I know.
you walk
I'm
into a
giving
room.
you a lot of shit. I do want to say that I wrote down in my notes. At the start of this movie, I was annoyed by everything. I was annoyed by the way that Miranda acts. I was like, this is not the Miranda from the first film. She's like a total,
She's
like,
a human.
she was like just a washed up version of who she was in the first film. And then as the movie goes on, you realize, oh, that's the fucking point of the movie. Is like, she's not allowed to throw her jacket at her assistant anymore. And she's not allowed to condescendingly talk down to her employees because that's not the world we live in anymore. And as that was going on, I realized, holy shit, Jeremy, I am Miranda from 2006, and I have never become Miranda in 2026. I am a dying dinosaur.
You need the person sitting next to you to whisper what you can and can't say.
Yeah. That's I had an epiphany in the theater.
There are two things I want to point out. First, that I loved about Miranda right off the bat.
Yeah.
Is that when I don't even know her name, Andy, when Andy gets the job and she just kind of walks into Miranda's office and is like, "Hey, girl, we're gonna be working together now, yay!"
Yes.
That Miranda sits there and lets her talk for a while, and then looks over at Stanley Tucci and goes, "Do I know her?" I thought that was hilarious and great. The other great thing that she said is when they played that video from that modeling shoot, and they're all in the desk and they play it, and she goes, "Oh, so you were there during the shoot?" And he's like, "Yeah," and she goes, "So was it your idea to have them wander around like starving goats in a methadone clinic parking lot in New Jersey?" And then the girl goes, "Mm-mm." And she's like, "Oh, what was it? What is it not allowed to say? Methadone? Jersey?"
That was the point where they're doing that scene, and I was like, "Oh, I see what they're doing here." Miranda is not allowed to be who she used to be.
Yeah.
And the other thing, as I'm watching the movie, I was like, 20 years later, because I know the movie was 20 years ago, but in my head, I didn't think how long 20 years is. And I'm like, they're all like, oh, this change and this change. I was like, oh, it was 20 years ago. And none of their hairstyles have changed. They all have the exact same hairstyles they had 20 years ago. I was like, this is stupid. Until I realized Anna Wintour has the same fucking haircut that she had 20 years ago. And I was like, it's true. They're just mirroring real life. And Anna Wintour is the same obnoxious lady who has the same fucking hairstyle. I do want to say there is a shit ton of cameos in this.
Yeah,
cameos I recognized and cameos I didn't recognize. And I only know they're cameos because they do this thing in this movie where they linger on people who are quote unquote famous. So you can tell, oh, that's obviously someone. I don't know who the fuck they are because I don't really keep up in fashion. But here's a couple that I did recognize. Heidi Klum is in this movie. Naomi Campbell. John Baptiste. Lady Gaga, of course, has a little bit of an expanded cameo role. And then Donatella Versace, who... why does she look like that?
Botched plastic surgery. Not
I'm
everybody
just
has
asking
Kris
you,
Jenner's guy. Not everybody has Kris Jenner's guy. Do you know that was a nod to the first one?
Was it?
Emily Blunt's character is really annoyed with Donatella Versace in it. It's like, oh, I'll be right back. But it's a nod to the first one. They were talking about something, and Miranda said, like don't put somebody next to Donatella. Like nobody likes to sit next to her, so that's
Oh,
why that scene happened.
She honestly, and I mean, she's got billions of fucking dollars, I'm sure, so she can fix it. But her face looks like that movie from the '80s that Cher was in, The Mask.
Aw,
It looks
she was
the
Eric
exact
Stoltz
same.
from The Mask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was.
it's a little too.
So,
Yeah, when you're over processed, your face
yeah,
just starts to look
it's just
like that.
I don't understand. You've got all this money. Why are you doing this to your face? Anyway,
Now, I'm not such a fan of the first one that I remember all of this stuff, but
Sure.
I just recently saw it because it was on TV.
Yeah.
But there were some Easter eggs in it that were kind of fun.
yes,
Like, I don't know if you remember in the first episode when she's taking notes in the very beginning, when Andy's in there taking notes, and they're trying to decide which belt to use for an outfit, and they're like, this one or this one, and she laughs because they look the same.
the cerulean
notice-
sweater.
Yeah, in this
Yes.
thing, when she first gets out of the car to go into, there's somebody like thrifting belts in front of the thing, and
Yeah,
there's two
they've
blue
got
belts.
the two cerulean belts.
And also,
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
no,
No, go ahead.
you
No,
can
no,
take
no,
one.
no,
I don't want
you-
to take them all.
You go ahead. Go ahead. I have a
Did you
list.
see
Go ahead.
the Met Gala when like they were going there was a thing for the Met Gala and it was called Spring Floral,
Yeah.
and it was a throwback to the first one when somebody said, "Oh, I was thinking for spring we could do florals," and she's
Yeah.
like, how innovative.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah, groundbreaking.
Speaking of the cerulean sweater that she's wearing in that famous scene, it appears in the film. And they intentionally took the sweater and frayed the ends of it so it looks like a 20-year-old sweater,
Huh.
which I thought was really cute.
And
idea.
also that color was used instead of a red carpet at the gala.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It was also, I don't know if you knew this, but when they film movies and they want to keep it under wraps, they use code names for movies. Cerulean was the code name for this movie. Yeah. So they weren't cameos. They were a little more glorified cameos. They were in the movie as kind of like bit players, but they weren't in very much. So I consider them cameos. But here's a couple that I thought were really interesting. Lucy Liu appears as Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, but definitely not Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. There was a whole thing that came out about this movie when it got released that this is not a parody of Jeff Bezos and his wife. However, it is absolutely Jeff Bezos and his wife. Anyway, Lucy Liu plays the not
Is there
Jeff
something
Bezos
wrong
wife.
with Justin Theroux's face, or did they make it look that way on purpose?
I think he's just in that era of where he likes to do weird faces with makeup because he was in Beetlejuice. He's Winona Ryder's boyfriend. And he's got the same kind of a weird face.
Just
He
wonder
just
if
has
maybe
him do
there's
weird
something-
makeup stuff to him.
Because I know that Stanley Tucci battled like throat cancer or something recently,
Yeah.
and so he looked a little different. But I didn't know if there was something, if it was a character choice or if something was going on in his life.
Yeah. Kenneth Branagh also appears in this as Miranda's boyfriend. He's in
I don't
it very
usually
briefly.
like him in movies, but I liked him in this one.
Yeah.
I just we talked about this before, but ever since the whole Harry Potter thing, it's difficult for me to take him seriously.
Yeah, it's hard for me to take him seriously since the cheating on
That's
Emma
what I mean.
Thompson thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who Caleb Heron is?
Yes,
He's
a
the gay comedian, Charlie the Chair in this movie. He's hilarious. He also, a few months ago, was part of a controversy because one of those coriander websites put out a list of the most influential online personalities, and he was one above Mr. Beast. And Mr. Beast posted, "How is this guy one ahead of me? I have a bunch more followers than he does." And I was like, "Fuck you, Mr. Beast, you snarky little bitch."
I don't think I know who Mr. Beast is.
Ooh, he's not going to like this. He's going to tweet about that.
I mean, I was a celebrity bartender, Mr. Beast. What have you done?
That's true. That's true. You make a very valid point. Another guy, Blowjob Novak, BJ Novak, was Runway's owner's son. I call him
Oh,
Blowjob
yeah.
because his name is BJ. And every movie he's in, he was in The Newsroom, where he played a similar character, a douchebag who was trying to destroy a media empire.
Yeah,
But
he definitely
anyway.
is a douchebag in this.
Yeah. Rachel Bloom. Did you watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend when it was on?
Yes,
I
knew that was
love
her.
that show. Yes.
Yeah,
She
I didn't watch
is
the last season, but I did like that show.
so good. Love that show. She is the
Her boyfriend
friend.
in it is gay in real life.
Yes.
He's
oh my God, he
adorable.
is so hot. He's so hot. Also, the other guy who she's the bartender who she gets with is
Yeah.
the voice of he's a voice of a Disney character, and I can't remember which one now. He's the voice of Hans from Frozen, the bad guy who says he loves Anna, but it doesn't. That's him.
That's the bad guy?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the good guy's name?
That's
Christoph?
Jonathan Groff. Christoph, yeah.
Yeah,
Jonathan Groff. And then the other friend is Tracy Tomes, who was Joanne in the film version of Rent.
Yes, she was in the from the original too.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she was
in
the original Joan. She was a replacement.
No. She was the original. She was in the original Devil Wears Prada.
Was she?
She was the one
she was
friend that made the comeback. Yeah.
Yes.
She's also married to Hen in 911. You may know that show as Athena in Space.
I don't know any of these words you're saying right now.
Yes, you do. You watch it all on TikTok.
Athena.
You asked about Athena.
Oh, yes. Okay. The tiger. Yes, that's the one where the tiger gets out and eats the man, and then Angela Bassett comes in. It's like, ooh, he shouldn't have attacked that tiger. And then they go to space. Yeah, I remember the show.
She's a lesbian in that, married to.
What a terrible show from the clips I've seen on TikTok, but I do love Tracy Toms. She's delightful. Okay, I did make a list because, again, I don't want to get too in-depth with the movie because Caitlin hasn't seen it. I did enjoy the movie, but I wrote down things that I learned from the press tour because I've been watching a bunch of shit from the press tour, and here are some interesting things I learned that I'm sure you learned too because they're all over TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. Stanley Tucci is married to Emily Blunt's sister.
Yeah.
They met on the filming of the first film. Yeah. That's where they met.
I didn't get any of this from any press things because, the TikToks in me.
Sure, of course.
I don't want to put my 8-track down to scroll.
Who would?
I looked up on IMDb, like all the trivia facts about it. It's fascinating.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was one of them.
Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway found out over the course of filming this movie they're actually related. They're sixth cousins.
Yes.
Yeah. Lady Gaga is in this movie, and she is in it because Meryl Streep has her personal cell phone number, and the producers of the show the movie said, "Hey, can you call Lady Gaga?" And which is funny because this happens in the movie for the show, and they're like, "Hey, can you call? You know her? Can you call her and get us some musical entertainment?" And that's how it happened in the movie. Is she had Lady Gaga's personal cell phone number and contacted her and got her to be in the movie and do some songs for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. Meryl Streep also famously hates doing sequels. She has only done one sequel to any of her films prior to this. And it was...
And why this one, I don't know.
It was Mamma Mia 2 because they were pushing because it was such a huge hit. It was up until... I forget what surpassed it, but for like 10 years, it was the highest grossing musical adaptation film in the world.
That's not because it's good. It's because it's ABBA music, and the world loves ABBA music.
I pass no judgment on no one. It just made a shit ton of money. So they made a sequel, and she said, "Listen, I'll do it, but you have to greatly reduce my role in it." So that is why in the second movie she's dead, and she just appears in flashbacks.
Yeah,
because she was like, "I'll do it, but only if I don't have to do a whole lot in it." Because she famously hates doing sequels. And this is the first full-on sequel she's done where she's in the whole thing. And then speaking of sequels, the other tidbit I have that I learned watching an interview, Anne Hathaway is doing a sequel to one of her other films that she was in the 2000s, but postponed that sequel to be able to make room and time to do this one. And now that this one's over, she's going to be going back to it. And that is The Princess Diaries 3.
Because that's what the world was missing.
Yeah. Listen.
We've got Big Gay Jesus the Third coming, and now we have Princess Diaries the Third coming.
Listen, as a middle-aged white gay man, I love the Princess Diary movies, and I cannot wait for the third one.
I can't tell you which one is my favorite. Oh, that's because I've never seen it.
Probably because you're too busy listening to Air Supply.
It is a full-time job.
Take your earbuds out and watch a movie.
It can't
every
be a
once in
full-time
while.
job. I mean, I have to work hard to pay for the money for all those tickets to see them 100 times.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say about this movie other than the fact that this is one of 5 movies Anne Hathaway is in this year. So if you're somebody who already doesn't like her, you're totally going to get Anne Hathaway burnout. She's got this movie and a movie that came out the same weekend as this, Mother Mary, where she plays like a Lady Gaga type pop star. She's also got Verity, The Odyssey, and The End of Oak Street, which I don't know if you've seen the trailer for. Has Hugh McGregor in it also, and looks amazing.
Huh.
Check the trailer out.
I have not.
It's her there. It's in the 80s, and the block they live on, for some gets teleported into the past. It's crazy.
Huh.
It's J.J. Abrams. It looks totally bonkers. Can't wait for it.
That sounds
Everybody
good.
comes out this summer. Yeah.
I don't really picture her as a Lady Gaga type, but she's
No,
an actress.
I haven't seen it yet, but the trailer looks pretty good. It's
She's
kind of a
chameleon. I mean,
psychological thriller.
Just look at this
She is.
movie.
I preface this by saying I love Anne Hathaway, but she annoyed the crap out of me in this movie. I don't want to give too much away for Caitlin, but the thing she does where she thinks she's doing good, but
This is what happens when we left. I don't think it's giving anything away. Dell looks at me and says, she destroys everything.
yeah,
Like,
she should have kept
she's
her
the
nose out of
worst.
it.
She's the worst.
Yeah, but it all works out in the end, so that's good, I guess.
Yeah. So that guy that everybody hates, he's probably living it up, living a great life in Boston without her.
Yeah.
So, boom.
Which guy? Don't tell me which guy, because I don't want to give it away for Caitlin. You're walking
The
a very
boy-
fine line right
The
there, Rick.
boyfriend from the
You're-
first.
You're walking a very fine line.
How
Don't
much
give
wine
it away.
How much wine have you drank? I'm talking about the boyfriend from the first
The
one.
bottle is empty, Rick. The bottle is empty. And in
Oh
case
my
you're
God.
asking, yeah, it
How
started
did you do
full.
this? You
It
sound
started full.
You sound like Cecily Strong playing the girl you don't want to talk to at a party. You're like, because the bottle's empty, Seth. Oh, that was perfect. That was the best impression of her I've ever heard.
Yes, I did it as an impression. That's just me being Sicily.
Yeah, it was an impression.
Also,
Yeah.
stop giving away shit for Caitlin. She wants to see the movie.
It was the first movie.
She hasn't seen the first one, Rick.
Oh.
Yes, she has.
Yes,
I'm just
she
kidding.
has.
She
Oh.
has.
All of a sudden, hey, your gaslighting skills are on point when you're drunk because
thank you.
I bought it. I was like, oh, did I ruin it? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm
We-
sorry.
Did we?
Did a
Okay, now
man
that
ruin
we're
the
done.
woman's life again? My bad.
Don't mansplain to her. She is a woman, and you are a man. You can't.
I will
do
tell you,
that.
In
What do you think this is? 2006?
I will tell you in Big Gay Jesus, the Third Coming, there is a line in it in which he says where he's going to teleport us to the year 5000 or 5126 because he's 51, the actor
Ooh.
himself.
What's
And
it like?
51,
What's it like there?
apparently, according to him, he said, imagine a world where there's no mansplaining.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
No, then he went.
I need a little mansplaining. Not a
It
lot.
was very
Just a
very
little.
pro women. It was like in this year.
I do love women.
Like
Not
women
like
run
that.
everything, and
I mean,
there's
I
no
don't love
mansplaining.
women. I don't like sexually love women, but in all other aspects, I do love women.
There are a lot of S's in that sexually.
Anyway, what? How many?
I'm gonna
grades
give
do you
it.
give this?
I'm gonna give it 3.5. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
I'm gonna give it 4. The beginning was annoying me, and then as the movie went on, I kind of realized what they were trying to say with this movie. I started to like it more. I gave it 4 grapes. I really
The
dug
3.5 grapes for me are for the meme where they turn Meryl Streep's character into
Yeah.
Homer Simpson and he
Yeah.
sinks into the hedges. I laughed
I
so
give-
hard at that.
I give this 4 grapes with the caveat that I gave the first one 5 grapes. Like, it's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Really?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Me and Chris quote it to each other all the time.
I love Miranda Priestley,
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean,
both of
she
them.
is the first movie.
but outside of that,
You know, she got an Oscar nomination for that.
yeah,
For that role. Yeah.
yeah,
She sure did.
good for her.
Dug it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Right on.
You know,
stuff.
she wasn't the original. She wasn't the original choice for Miranda Priestley.
Really? Let me guess.
Jesus Christ, that sounded so drunk.
She was.
She wasn't the original. No, I read somewhere that originally they approached Glenn Close to play it, but she couldn't do it,
Oh,
and then
that
they went
makes
to
sense,
Meryl
too.
Streep. Yeah.
Right on.
So, great movie. I do want to say that ticket prices are far too fucking high. So, this ticket was $25 to go see this in the theater. And people are like, oh, people don't go see movies in theaters. Why are they charging so much? So it's $25. I pulled it up. I was so annoyed because I was like, for the AMC A-list, which I had earlier this year, and I had canceled because there were no good movies out at the time. And I said, you know what? Maybe I should just take a look at that and see about getting, because we're going into the summer. I want to see some movies, so I might as well take a look at it. And so I went to go get the A-list because I figured it'd be the same price. And right now, you loyal listeners, 99 cents for the first month on AMC A-list. Yeah, so I signed
Wow.
up for it. I paid 99 cents. I got to see this movie. I get to see 4 a week. Next month, it'll be $27. On July 1st, it goes up to $30, and you have to do at least 3 months. So do the math. I'm not going to do the math for you, but it's like $60, and you can see all the summer movies you want. Anyway.
I always go to matinees, and our matinees were like $15, 16.
Yeah,
so that's
I
what
work
paid for
during
it.
the day. I don't have the time. In fact,
Well, I mean,
I saw this
I have a
last
9
night.
to 5, so I went on the weekend.
Yeah, I work the weekends, and I went last night after I got off of work at 11:30 at night, and I got home like at 2 in the morning. After I watched this movie, because there's so many fucking music montage in it. I know I'm slurring my words.
I know.
I put my
Land this plane.
earbuds in, and I walked through the streets like I was Anne Hathaway, listening to upbeat music, walking through the streets of New York, and I was like, "Wow, what a city! What a city!"
I'm gonna end my talk about the Devil Wears Prada 2 with this quote that I heard leaving.
Sure.
We're all talking about it. People are like, "Hey, what they liked, what they didn't like, blah blah blah." And there's 3 girls, young girls behind us that were like, I don't know, middle school, high school age, and all I heard was like, "I really liked it. It was so cute. It was really cute. Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, me too." Like, I got really lost at some point though, and I was like, I guess if I saw the first one, I'd understood it.
Jesus Christ!
And I was like, "What are you fucking go home? Go home and watch it. Why are you?
You
why
know
are
what?
You here?"
I'll tell you what. You find out who those girls are. You tell them to call me, and I will mansplain the whole first movie.
I
to
know.
them.
I turned around and I was like, "Wow, here's what happened."
Since you're asking, honey. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm sure they're lovely girls. I'm sure they're lovely.
No idea what we're gonna do next week, but we'll figure it
No,
out.
but I do have a list. I found a YouTube video of 15 queer movies you probably haven't seen. I see you tapping your watch. I'm going. But I have a list of movies that I think will be good for us to watch through the summer and places you can stream them. So there you
Awesome.
go. But until then, the watch. Jesus Christ, the cork is back in the bottle.